Cloud microservices. What services? Cloud microservices. Tell me here, what is the story? Cloud microservices. 13. Log monitoring using ELK stack. And all basics everyone knows now, my dear. ELK, combination of three tools. I think everyone attended DevApps. They already got basic knowledge of ELK. Same thing. That time I have given example of JDBC and I am giving example of what? Spring Boot and Microservice. Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana. Okay. Elasticsearch is NoSQL database software, stores the log messages having indexing. Logstash is a pipeline tool, acts as a bridge between log files and Elasticsearch. Kibana is a GUI tool where we can see log messages in a GUI manner. What's the difference between log monitoring operation, ELK stack, and what? Sleuth and Jipkin. Sleuth and Jipkin works only in Spring Boot 2.x. That is also for log monitoring. But ELK stack works in all versions. Sleep and Jupki is specific to Java that can be used only in Java environment. Whereas ELK stack can be used in what? Both Java and non-Java environment. What guys? Both Java and non-Java environment. It's really good or not there, guys. So Sleuth and Jupkin is outdated nowadays. Don't worry much. Okay, Java applications or non-Java application, any technology application is generating one log file or multiple log files. Through Logstash, they are coming toward Elasticsearch, and Elasticsearch is given to Kibana. Kibana is providing GUI environment or not there. Super. Okay. What is distributed logging? What is distributed log monitoring? When multiple applications or components or microservices are in communication, there will be multiple log files. In order to gather the log messages of all the log files and to format and index them, having what? Better presentation, take the support of what? Distributed logging tools or log monitoring tool. Check it out. Microservice 1, its own log file. Microservice 2, its own log file. Microservice 3, its own log file. Microservice 4, its own log file. And all these log messages are coming to whom, guys? All these log messages are coming to you, to what, guys? All these log messages are coming to what? ELK stack. And ELK stack provides us better environment for monitoring or not there. So definitely provides us what? The better environment for monitoring or not there, guys. Super, guys. Okay, that's good. And we have to Elastic ELK stack pros. Free and get started. Free, we can start for any technology. Multiple hosting options. You can use cloud environment or non-cloud environment. Centralized logging capabilities. Though there are multiple log files in a single place, we can see that are not there. Real-time data analysis and visualization. We can use bar chart, pie charts kind of what? Real charts for seeing the log messages. Official clients for in multiple programming languages. Okay. Some ELK stack users have multiple languages in their code base. Okay, I think JavaScript, Go, Python, .NET, Perl, all these things are preferring to work with what? ELK stack a lot or not there? All these people are preferring to work with what? ELK stack a lot or not there, guys? Fine. So now what I do is, I'll do everything freshly in front of you. Yeah, I'll do everything freshly in front of you. Did try. Tell me. ELK stack 1 extracted. Okay, 3 softwares are extracted, guys. The 3 softwares are extracted like this, guys. Yeah, that's good. This is Elasticsearch. Open with what? WinRAR. Open with WinRAR. Extract to. What is that? Extract to. I'm saying soft. Say okay. Say okay. Next, Elasticsearch is ready. Open with what? WinRAR. Extract to. No. D drive. ELK stack 1. ELK stack 1. Okay, I'll take one more thing. Well, let me start freshly. Kibana. Right click, open with WinRAR. Extract to. What is there? Extract to. Extract to. Tell me. Kibana soft. Yeah, this is done. Next one is what? Log stash. Open with WinRAR. Extract to. Close. Here is what? Soft. Click on OK. Click on OK. Yeah, we are ready with three things now, boss. Yeah, I think we have to link Kibana with Elasticsearch. Go to this folder, config guys, kibana.yml. Elasticsearch on runs on what? Open with Notepad. Search for 9200 port number. Control F. 9200. Tell me here, where is this? 9200. This. Remove this. It's done. It's done or not done? Okay, because of this, what? Kibana is linked with Elasticsearch or not there? Fine. Okay, that's good. Tell me now. First, start Elasticsearch, it seems, because Logstash is a scripting file. Elasticsearch, bin directory, elasticsearch.bat, run as administrator. Run as administrator. It takes bit time, guys. Be patient. Yeah. How to check whether Elasticsearch server is started or not? How to search whether Elasticsearch server is started or not? Okay. Yeah, I know the people who have done DevOps with me, for them it's a boring for a few minutes. Okay. HTTP localhost. Yeah, 9,200. You should get one JSON content there, na boss. It is coming means it's a successful or not there. It's coming means it's a successful or not there, guys. That's good. Fine. Okay. What's the next story to focus, guys? What's the next story to focus, guys? I want reply, guys. Come on. Yeah, now we have to start the Kibana. Kibana takes a lot of time. Better to keep it ready, na boss. Better to keep it ready. I think some people have done practice. They have connected to this. The people have not done practice. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? ज्यादा टाइम कम लाइन हम प्रैक्टिस किया तो मालूम होता, राइट? फाइन, प्रैक्टिस करो. Run as administrator. Do whatever you want in Amirpet, but don't forget the primary purpose of coming to Amirpet. That's most important. And I know a lot of deviations will be there, lot of attractions will be there, lot of influences will be there. But the day you forget the primary purpose of coming to Amirpet, it's it's like it's like priceless mistake. It becomes priceless mistake. Okay, right. That gives chance to others to speak out. What are you doing? What happened these many days? This kind of thing. So don't let that happen in your life. Okay. This is all good. Yeah, it takes time. Meanwhile, can we develop the logstash configuration file, guys? Come on. Because we have to link 5 files with what? 5 files with Kibana and all this stuff. Some script is required or not required, guys. Okay. Yeah. Go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT makes our life simple, no doubt in that. Yeah. What is there? Logstash. Logstash is not a software to start. You have to execute configuration file. Logstash configuration file to link configuration sample file. Sample file having input and output enclosures. Having input and output enclosures. Having input and output enclosures. Yeah, filter, all these are not required for me. Just having input and output enclosures. That's good. Okay, we got it, but we take whatever we need only. New tab, say paste. Yeah, no filtering, no gork. Yeah, we got input and output. Input. In input for one file, it is there. Now we have to give for what? Multiple files. Okay. Now take the reference file. Or you can copy paste and you can go for that. All these are done, guys. Kibana server is ready. ELK is a free one. Splunk is alternate. Splunk is a commercial one. Splunk is alternate and Splunk is what? Commercial one. Log messages are generated. Yeah, this is this. Log stash hyphen config. Path, location you have to give, start position, beginning. Okay. Output Elasticsearch host, std8 Ruby debug, std out Ruby debug. Output part I can keep as it is, guys. Print log messages to console, that is the part. Elasticsearch, come on, this one. And index pattern sample. Okay, how you want to get the index pattern? I don't want to decide here, let it be. I will decide dynamically while working with the Kibana. Okay, send it to Elasticsearch. This is to send the log messages to Elasticsearch. This is to display on what? Logstash console also. Okay, now we are dealing with one file or multiple files. Yeah, tell me. I think d::elk _/ Let me check whether log files are generated yesterday or not. Yesterday, we after running application, we asked to create some log files or not. We have not run the code. Okay, fine. At least we'll see the location where I have kept. Yeah, ELK admin server. Resources. Application.properties. D::, any order you can give, guys. Order is not important. d:/ELK admin log1.txt. Like this total, how many file closures I have to take? 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 closures we have to take. Yeah, tell me next one. I think we have taken Eureka. Later we check the file. log2.txt. Next. log3.txt. Next. I think shopping MS. Billing MS log4.txt. Next. Shopping MS. We'll check once. Shopping MS log5.txt. Shopping MS log5.txt. Are you getting my point? File, save it. Where should I save? D drive, ELK stack 1, log stash. Yes, bin directory. I can give any name, but recommended name is what? Logstash -ms.conf. -ms.conf. Click on save button. To avoid the default extension .txt. Notepad na default extension .txt will come. That's why. I just want to avoid the default extension. That's why I have taken it. Let's see. Yeah. Check the names. That's a bigger headache. Okay. This is closed. Billing MS. Since I only given names, I think I have given correct. Billing MS log4.txt. Right. Log4 only, na? Eureka server resources log2.txt. Eureka log2 only I have given a? Yes. Okay. I think now mostly right. Next, config server resources config log3.txt. Right only na? Yeah. Shopping ms elk shopping ms log5.txt. I think all are given perfectly, guys. Okay, now go to this folder, D drive, elk stack 1, log stash, this, bin directory, cmd. Bin directory cmd. Okay, that's good. Kibana, it is ready, yeah? Kibana ready or not? Only one window. What is this? Yeah, Kibana is ready, it seems. Yeah, Kibana ready. Did I close Elasticsearch? Elasticsearch is closed, guys. Uh, this is Elasticsearch, sure. Achha, second one is Kibana. Kibana is one more is there. Total 3 are there. Huh? Yeah, Kibana is also ready. Fine. We are ready with all the this one. Now go to ELK stack 1, log stash, bin directory. Log stash, bin directory. Tell me how to deal with, guys. Tell me how to deal with this, guys. Tell me. Log stash -f. What's there? Log stash -f. Name of the configuration file. Log stash -f. Log stash this. Name of the configuration. Log stash -ms.conf. Yeah, we are executing here. Recognition of the files, some log messages should come here. Once they come, okay, once they come, but meanwhile, what should I do? I have to keep my microservices ready or not there. I want to see them generating log messages one by one. Okay, let's start one by one. What is there? First, Eureka server. Order is not so important, but before starting microservices, you have to start. Right click, tell me, run as Java application. Right click, run as what? Java application. Yeah, that's ready. Now I have to start config server. Right click, guys. Tell me, run as Java application. We are ready with the config server also. We are ready with the config. One is Eureka server, one is what? Config server. Next, what's there, guys? Admin server. com.nt, right click, Java application. What's happening? We are ready with admin server. Then what next? Billing MS. Billing MS. Shopping MS. What is not started? Eureka config admin this. Acha 9092 is already used by someone else. Yeah, 9092 is used by. 9091 I can take, it seems. Or 9092 is also used by what? Elasticsearch. Okay, I have taken 9091, guys. Run as a Java application. Good observation. Definitely good observation, my dear. Yeah, total how many microservices are in running mode? 5. That means 3 servers, 2 microservices. Okay, now I'll run them, then they will generate the log messages or not there. $8761. This is what? Shopping MS. What MS? Shopping MS. Tell me. Okay, 8081. Tell me. Shopping API / purchase. Application is running. More request means more log messages will be generated or not there. Let me check whether these log files are created or not. Let me check whether these log files are created or not. Open this, guys. D drive, guys. Come on. Open this D drive. ELK, not ELK, just ELK underscore. Admin underscore log 1, billing MS log. I think 1 minute. I think rhythm is missing somewhere. Billing MS log 2, na? No, boss. It's a different one, na? Yeah, not this one, different one. I understood. Yeah, this is right. Okay, 1 minute. Some meaning previous ones, let me remove, guys. Cart not there. Remove, guys. I hope all are there now. Shopping log 5, Eureka log 2, config log 3, this one. Okay. Remaining all are based now, boss. Leave it. Yeah, we are ready with this. We are ready with the necessary log files or not there. Fine. That's good. We are ready. You give more and more requests, guys. Having connection is interrupted. How come? No internet. What's happening? Yeah. It will generate more log messages or not there. Definitely it will generate more log messages. What is there, guys? Okay. Yeah, just a minute. Is that right, guys? Come on, everyone. Understanding my statement, boss. Come on. Got the clarity or not there, guys? Okay. DB system, all this stuff. Okay, log configuration file. See, where is the message? All the log messages are coming over there. Fine. Now we have to see Kibana GUI having all the log messages, right? This is our requirement, boss. Okay, now let's see the requirement now. Kibana GUI, I think 6701. 6701. If I am not wrong, 6701 Kibana. Kibana. No. Kibana is running on which port number? Create dashboard. That's good. Kibana is started nicely, and I want to check whether it is started nicely or Kibana console 5601. I am confused. What's the port number, guys? 560. What's there, guys? 5601. That's there. 5601. Got it? Got it? Yeah, first of all, I have to create discover a dashboard. Dashboard. Create new dashboard. Create index pattern. Index pattern. Log stash star. Log stash star. What's that? Timestamp field by default selected or not there? Array, index pattern is means what? Based on the timestamp, it will remember it. That's good. Timestamp is better. Because reminding nothing is unique, na boss. Okay, these are the fields that will come. You don't like some field to be there in the log messages, you can remove them. That's up to you. Edit means what? You can specify the type. These are the fields that are going to come. These are the fields that are going to come. Okay, log stash, field mappings, this one. Scripted fields. Okay, by default 16. Every log message will have our log message plus this extra 16. Okay, now once that is ready, guys, go for discover. Once that is ready, boss, discover. By default, last 15 minutes is selected, guys. From last 15 minute-wise log messages are coming or not there. Now, for example, I have chosen last 5 minutes. apply. Last 5 minutes means what? Every 30 seconds. 42, 30, 43, 43, 30, 44, 44, 30. Every 30 seconds, the messages are shown or not there. Okay, now I run this application, our web application, one more time. Many messages. Many times I have given request. When you give many times request, guys, come to this refresh. Last 5 minutes refresh. So now scenario is changed now, my dear. This time 11:47 more messages. Remaining time last less messages. You say last 15 minutes. Refresh, guys. So many messages are coming or not there. Multiple messages are coming or not there, guys. Okay. Is that clear, guys? Understood my statement, boss? Got the clarity, my dear, or not there, guys? This is what we need to focus. This is what we need to focus. Okay. Last 24 hours. Okay, single message, otherwise it will come. It will go 12, every 3 hours, one message. But in the current hour, only messages are there. You don't want chart, hide chart. Show chart, chart will be shown. Okay, time interval, auto. No, sir, I want otherwise, otherwise. You can control those things, guys. It's really nice or not there, guys. We have a control on what? This one, auto. Based on the time frame we chosen, it will automatically decides. Whether you want minute wise, suppose I have chosen 15 minutes. Last 15 minutes. Every minute is coming or not there. 35, 36, 37. Because that's the beauty of auto, guys. That's the beauty of auto. Suppose I have chosen last 30 minutes. Okay, 20, 25. Every 5 minutes coming or not there. But it's always better to choose auto only. That's the one thing. Okay, now you can write KQL. Suppose message colon. Where is this? Message colon in debug. I want to get all the messages who are having debug. I'm getting all the messages who are having debug. All debug messages are highlighted here or not there? All debug messages are highlighted or not there, guys? Okay, that's good. See, guys, this plus last 1 hour having debug messages. Refresh. So, are you going to get the more messages here or not? Like this, you can write KQL. Like this, you can write KQL and you can select the hours over there and we can get it. This is a GUI environment or not there. Are you seeing each log file, log message separately or all together? Kibana is providing definitely GUI environment to see all the log messages together or not there. To definitely see all the log messages together or not there. Same thing, whatever we learned earlier, same stuff over there. Okay, there are so many permutations of KQL I have given you. Please go through that. So with this, we completed what, guys? Spring Boot microservice log monitoring, multiple log files log monitoring with the support of what? ELK stack. The beauty of ELK stack is it is specific to Java. It can be used in non-Java environment also. It can be also be used in what? Non-Java environment happily. That's the real beauty of this whole concept or not there. It can be happily used in what? Non-Java environment also. Convinced, guys? Got the clarity or not there, boss? That's fine. Okay, now let us go to API gateway. Next topic, what? API. Again, same setup, but we add API gateway as an extra project. There also log files, everything will be there. Every old things will be there, but API gateway. See, boss, let us assume I have 100 microservices. Some of them are interconnected, some of them are independent. So I have to remember 100 URLs. Okay, if we keep interconnected are 525. So it's 75 plus into 25, 12. So nearly 75 plus 12. 87, 88 URLs I have to remember are not there. And every URL have their own host name, their own port number. No, I should be better accessing all of them through common base URL are not there. For that one, I should have one special microservice trapping all the requests, applying common system services, delegating them to what? Appropriate destination microservice, gathering the results. Come on. Again, applying common logics and delivering to front end are not there. Simply delivering them to front end are not there, guys. For that one, we have a API gateway. India gateway means what, guys? It's an entry and exit point to India or not there. It is called entry and exit point for India, right? We say gateway of India is there in Bombay, right? Yeah, why it is called gateway of India? Britishers used to use that port a lot to enter into India. That's why they call it as what? Gateway of India. So API gateway is a special microservice that itself registered with Eureka server. Okay, it acts as entry and exit point for other microservices, so that you can access any microservice through this base microservice or not there. You can access any microservice through this base microservice or not there. So that all microservices will be accessed using common base URL or not there. By simply literally using what? Common base URL, we can access all the microservices are not there, guys. Is it not interesting, my dear? Come on. Okay, today we are going to understand how to deal with API gateway. See, guys, Zookeeper was one API gateway up to Spring Boot 2.x. In Spring Boot 3.x, Zookeeper is outdated and removed, guys. As alternate, they have given Spring Boot Cloud API gateway. Spring Boot Cloud API gateway is one ready-made API gateway mechanism that is there. When you add that starter, if you do proper configuration, Spring Boot project itself acts as what? API gateway. The Spring Boot project itself acts as what? API gateway. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Got the clarity, my dear? Come on, everyone. Everyone understood my statement or not there? Okay, that's good. Great. Are Mr. Shekawat, I said common topic. Common topic, ra. See, what's the advantage of API gateway? Instead of applying security, common service in each microservice, you apply on what? API gateway level, and it will be applicable for everyone or not there. Interesting or not there, guys. Instead of applying common logics in every microservice, you apply at what? API gateway, and it will be applied at every microservice automatically or not there. Is it not? Is it not interesting or not there, guys? I need to mention Spring version less than 3 years. Like API gateway, what you said, Zookeeper is there before Spring. And listen, in old projects, if project is on Spring Boot 2.x, Zookeeper. Project is on Spring Boot 3.x, API gateway. That's common sense. When you mention project version, Spring Boot version, then everything will be decided. Security will be discussed as a common topic, guys. But one thing is there, once you got security knowledge, instead of applying on every microservice, you can apply on what? API gateway. It will be applicable for everyone or not there. That's good. Okay. We have Joule proxy also. No, Joule is different. Zookeeper is different. Joule is different. No, see, we have different options, boss. Different options are there. But right now, Spring Cloud API Gateway is doing well in the market. Fine. Let it be, guys. Now let's go to Spring Cloud microservice. What is there? 11 admin server, admin client, circuit breaker, 14 API gateway. Do you want to save this work? Yes. API gateway. Concentrate, guys. Joule is also there. Zookeeper is there. Multiple things are there. Different microservice of project run on different port number, having different URL. It's practically impossible to remember all those port numbers and URL separately. So we need single entry and exit point having unique URL for all microservices of the application or project. This is API gateway. Gateway for all APIs or RESTful web services or microservices. What API gateway provides? Access single entry and exit point for all for entire application, for all microservices of the project or application, can perform authentication and authorization if you enable, provides filters for what? Data request logging. What is there? I just, instead of doing logging on every microservice, I can do logging activities in the API gateway itself to find out flow related to request response error. Dynamic routing to the instance of microservices. It will trap the request based on the other information that is there in URL. It will map to other microservices or other instances of the microservices are not there. It itself microservice, but it won't process any request. It will it will map the request to other microservices are not there. It will definitely map the request to other microservices are not there, guys. API gateway is also one kind of what? Microservice, which is able to call other microservices of the application or what? Project using Eureka server. Simply, literally using what server, guys? Eureka server. Are you comfortable, my dear? Come on, everyone. API gateway is like customer support number linked with other extension for different services. IVRS system. In microservice architecture or project, the API gateway acts as what? Mediator between UI and other microservices. Nothing but what? Backends. UI and what? Other microservices. Nothing but what? Backend, guys. That's good. Eureka server is for registering microservice and finding microservice. Eureka server itself cannot communicate with what? Other microservices in any angle. One MS gets details of what? Other MS from Eureka server using one or another client code. Nothing but LBC, Fin client, etc. Later uses what? REST template support to make HTTP calls from what? One microservice to another microservice. Eureka server is just registering microservices, guys. Eureka server cannot communicate with what? MS, cannot make HTTP calls with another MS. It's just there to register details of one MS so that other MS can use one or other client code to find out details about what? Another MS and to interact with that what? MS. What is API gateway? What's the use of it? It's a special microservice that acts as what? Entry and exit point for other microservices. that acts as what? Entry and exit point for what? Other microservices. Everyone getting my point there, guys? That's good. It provides single entry and exit point for microservice of the application or project. It itself acts as what? Microservice, having ability to take HTTP request from client and to communicate with what? Other microservices using HTTP calls through Eureka server by generating what? Ribbon client code as proxy code. Array, it is trapping request, passing the request to other microservices. That means microservice intra-communication is happening. How can you say that? API gateway, it's also one microservice now, boss. API gateway itself one microservice are not there, guys. So that means there is an intra-communication between microservices are not there. There is intra-communication between microservices. What do you say, guys? It's happening or not happening, guys? Come on. Yeah. Yeah, this is my what? Client. Client gives a request or not there? Yes. Now tell me, API gateway, see first observe the environment. First, how many billing MS instances are there? 3. How many payment MS instances are there? 3. In Eureka server, total how many instances are registered? 6. Total how many instances are registered, guys? 6. Eureka server, nothing but what? R&D server, right? Okay, now that's good. Now tell me, client application is having, in the client application, we are passing URL now, boss? Say something, guys. In client application, we are what? Passing the URL, right? So that will generate the request or not there? Okay. See, guys, Flipkart is the base URL. Since Flipkart.star mapped with billing MS, come on. So API gateway takes a request. Joomla Spring Cloud API gateway, Netflix Joomla API gateway. That is mapped with what? Billing MS. So number 1, request generation. Number 2, API gateway trapping and taking request. Number 3, matching the URL that is linked with billing MS, right? So number 4, selecting billing MS as the destination, guys. Number 5, it generates what? A fin client only. Internally what? Ribbon client code. Okay, using that client code, it contacts what? Eureka server. Okay, having billing MS, how many instances are there? 3 instances are there. From there, it is gathering less load factor instance are not there. That is number 7. Okay, number 8, that instance has come to API gateway. And API gateway is communicating with what? Billing MS. Okay, that is number 9. Okay, billing MS is executing now, my dear. Come on. Billing MS is executing. If necessary, billing MS will communicate with what? Payment MS instance. Okay, then whatever output that is generated, that will go to whom? API gateway. That is number 11. Number 12. At the end, API gateway sends that output to what? Front-end application are not there. Front-end application are not there, guys. Once again, see the numbers. Front-end generates the request. Number 2, API gateway traps and takes the request. API gateway traps and takes the request. That is number 2. Number 3, API gateway traps and takes the request. Number 3, matches the URL. Because I said, if Flipkart anything is there, I'm matching with what? Billing MS. Number 4, selected billing MS as the destination. Number 5, proxy client code is generated because internally fin client only. Number 6, using that code, it has communicated with what? Eureka server and submitted service ID. What is there? billing MS, right? Submitted the service ID, billing MS. From there, it will gather less load factor instance number 8. Okay, using that instance, it will communicate with what? Less load factor instance of billing MS are not there. That billing MS talks to what? Payment MS. Whatever output comes, that will come to API gateway are not there. That will come to API gateway. Now tell me guys, API gateway sends final output to whom guys? Client. Sends the final output to client. Are you getting my point here guys? Okay. Is that clear or not there guys? Come on. Is that clear guys? Come on everyone. Super. By using common URL of API gateway, interact with what? MS, whose details are placed in API gateway by linking with what? Common URL like Flipkart. In the browser or front-end generated request, Flipkart is there. That Flipkart is mapped with billing MS or not there. API gateway is also one MS. So registering with Eureka server is possible or not there. API gateway generates client code to interact with what? Eureka server dynamically as in-memory proxy class in the form of ribbon client, nothing but fin client. Interacts with what? Eureka server using dynamic client code to get less load factor instance, nothing but load balance. Less load factor instance, nothing but what? Load balance. The dynamically generated client code in what? API gateway makes HTTP request to communicate with what? MS, whose instance is gathered from what? Eureka server. Later sends the received output to what? Client as the response. Received output to the client as the response. Are you getting my point there or not there? Netflix Joule is what? API gateway works up to the version Spring Boot 2.x, right? From Spring Boot 3.x, we need to use what? Spring Cloud API gateway. Spring Cloud API gateway. See, API gateway is one microservice. API gateway generates the client code dynamically to interact with Eureka server to get the destination MS related less load factor instance are not there. Okay. All these are the points with respect to diagram, guys. Don't worry. API gateways list for Spring-based microservice application. Netflix Joule, API G, Kong, HA proxy, Istio, Spring Cloud API gateway, IBM API gateway. In 1.x, 2.x versions of Spring Boot, we have worked with what? Netflix Joule. In what? In 3.x version, we'll start working with Cloud API gateway or not there. In 3.x, what is there, guys? In Cloud API gateway. Is that clear, my dear? Come on, everyone. Convinced or not, my dear? I want reply from you people, guys. Spring Cloud API gateway. That's good. In Spring Boot 1.x, 2.x, Netflix Joule API. Yeah. In recent versions of Spring Boot and Spring Cloud are not giving support for Netflix Joule. So prefer using what? Cloud API gateway are not there. In API gateway that we configure for microservice, we can also apply security, OAuth 2.x, Okta, filters, routers, JWT. So all common services we can apply on API gateway, no, my dear. Come on, guys. All common services we can apply on what? API gateway. Sir, dispatcher servlet also front controller. Na, listen. Within one web application, dispatch servlet is front controller within the application. For multiple web application that are acting as microservices, API gateway project itself acting as front controller. Right, boss? You have one microservice to take different requests coming to different endpoint. One front controller dispatcher servlet is required or not there. Within the web application, within the microservice, front control, dispatch servlet is front controller. For multiple microservice project, API gateway project itself, front controller. Convinced or not, boss? Dispatcher servlet in Spring Boot web application or distributed application acts as front controller servlet component for what? Other web components of same application. What application, guys? For other web components of same application. API gateway in microservice architecture projects acts as front controller project. Okay, for other microservice project. For other microservice project. For other microservice project. API gateway in microservice architecture projects acts as front controller for other microservice project, right? API gateway itself, one microservice acting as what? Front controller MS for other microservice in microservice architecture projects are not there. Super. 1 minute, guys. I would like to give one nice diagram explaining what? API gateway. Yeah, where is this? I think everyone got this Saturday, Sunday plan. Saturday, no evening 7 p.m. session on Spring Boot, Apache, Kafka. It will be morning 9 o'clock session. That's the number one. Okay, next one. 11 o'clock regular, this one. Mostly that will be the last class if everything goes good. Otherwise, Monday last class, right? Okay, Sunday 7:15 a.m. as usually what? Spring Boot, Apache, Kafka session 2 will be there. This is the plan. So this Saturday evening, we don't have sessions, only morning sessions are there. Is that clear, guys? Yeah. Okay. Now go to google.com. API gateway in Spring Boot microservices. An API gateway in Spring Boot microservice architecture acts as what? Single entry point for all kind requests, routing them to what? Appropriate backend microservice. It centralizes common concern means common services, and simplifies client interaction in what? Distributed system, right? Okay. Distributed system. Okay. What it is going to do? Key functionalities in this one. Request routing. Take the request, routes it. Authentication and authorization. Load balancing. It is selecting lesson on this one. Rate limiting to prevent abuse or overload. The API gateway can enforce what? Rate limits. More requests. Stop the application. Request or response transformation. Common logics it can apply or not there, guys. Circuit breaker integration. SSL termination. API gateway can terminate SSL connection at the entry point. Come on. offloading task from individual microservices. I think I liked this on this one by one. API gateway is capable of API gateway capable of. Just a minute. I want to see this one at the beginning, guys. Let's take more minimum size. That's good. Now I want to have one diagram view. I want to have one diagram. Spring Cloud API gateway. Beautiful diagram I want to have. This is sounding good, but let me check. Lot of front-end applications, network. Yeah, this is right. This is more interesting diagram. I think copy image or save image. Copy image. Come here. Say paste. Yeah. See, guys, different types of front-end applications. Come on. Come on. There's a network. Yeah. API gateway, Spring Cloud API gateway can deal with what? Filters, routing, HTTP JSON, a lot of other things, right? Yeah. Now have a look. Eureka, GitHub, GitLab, config server, everything is there. All the microservices are there or not there. So it is taking requests from different front ends. API gateway is trapping the request, passing to different microservices. Come on. And after execution, output is coming. That output is going to front end or not there. And API gateway itself, one microservice. That's why it is even linked with Eureka server or not there. That's why it is even linked with what? Eureka server. And listen carefully. All these are not something. This is API gateway. It can provide routing. Take the request, pass to different microservice. Filters for logging activities. And how data is carried. JSON data. And what can be added? All security part. All security. SSO means what? Single sign-on. If you apply security on API gateway, that is equal to applying security on all microservices or not? That is equal to applying security on what? All the microservices are not there, guys. Convinced or not, my dear? Come on. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now let us focus on API gateway. Spring Cloud API gateway. Let's check it out. It's a Spring Cloud supplied alternate to Netflix Joule API gateway. Limitations of Netflix Joule, why it is outdated. Not working with the latest versions of Spring 5.x and Spring Boot 3.x. Joule API gateway is a blocking API gateway. Listen, this is very important. Why it is outdated means this is the main reason. One request came. For one request, one thread is assigned. Until that request goes to other microservice, gets the output, till that time same thread will be there in the picture. Till that time that thread cannot be used for other requests, na boss. One or other time all threads will be over, na boss. So it's a blocking way of communication or non-blocking way of communication. Okay, to explain this, I have to take one real life example. Focus now. One real estate company is there. Sales office they kept. They recruited 15 sales executives. What their work, you know? They stand in the front office. When customer comes for walk-in, one sales office will take him, will go inside, explain the project, give the details and all this stuff. Like this, 15 executives are there. As long as at a time less than 15 executives are coming, no tension. Right? Because 15 executives somehow will manage it. Suppose in a day, simultaneously 20-30 customers are coming. There are only 15 executives. Each executive is taking half an hour to 1 hour time to spend time with the customers. So then what happened? Some customers will feel we are unaddressed, na boss. Customer coming to sales office means 50% sales is over. Because after, with the proper mindset only will come. At least 40% sales is over, right? At least what? 40% sales is over. What do you say, guys? Come on, everyone. %40 sales is over, but you have to give uttermost respect and attention to that customer or not there. Is it going to work out this model? And moreover, you have recruited 15 executives. It's meaningless or not there. Solution is very simple. In front office, you keep 2 good-looking boys or girls, or 1 boy, 1 girl. Pleasant. Good-looking does not mean some parameters of good looking, right? Pleasant looking. Receiving the people with patience and happy smiling, right, boss? See, some people are good looking, but arrogance will be there. Not going to work out. Average looking, but pleasantness is there in receiving the people, right? And that will work out in front office or not there. Yeah. See, beauty is not a universal truth, Ra. You go to African countries, you ask what is beauty for them. They like their black skin people. And they comment to white skin people, what they, you people are skinless people. You people are, skin is not there, that's why you are looking white. We have a skin, that's why we are looking dark. What's the comment on white people? From African countries, you people are skinless people. You don't have skin. Yes or no? So for beauty, there is no parameter. Sun rises in the east. That's a universal truth. But these parameters, boy, girl, good looking, there's no. It's a person to person opinion. Country to country will change. Person to person, it will change, right? Okay, let's come back to the subject, guys. Yeah. Yeah, was. Yeah, I'm talking about. Yeah, two people you kept in the front office. They receive all the customers happily. It gives them forms to fill up. Okay, when they are filling up, this time you recruit only 5 sales executives, not all the people. Once form is filled, by that time executive comes, takes one customer explanation. In this model, what happened? Every customer is properly received. Form is given to them. So no customer feels we are not we are unaddressed. Come on, guys. And moreover, customer is in waiting means that gives the feeling, oh, so much sales is happening inside. Are you getting my point there, guys? So full and final conclusion from my side is okay, this is called non-blocking way of receiving the customer. Here no executive is blocked for one customer for a long time. Receptionist is always free to receive and attend the customer, right, boss? Julie's blocking way of receiving the customers. That means one request, one thread, until MS communication is over, output comes, same thread is engaged. That thread cannot be used for other one. It's like one executive, one customer, no front office people. But Spring Cloud API gateway is what? Second one. Front office people are there, executive people are there. The one who receive the customer is different. The one who explain the project is different. So the one who receives the customer is just engaged for 1-2 minutes. Later they are free to receive the next customers are not there. That is called non-blocking way of applicationing. Spring Cloud API is non-blocking API gateway, and Julie is what? Blocking API gateway, right? The API creates separate thread for every request. If huge number of requests are given and all threads of thread pool belonging to API gateway are over, then the new request has to wait for the new thread. That means services to new request will be blocked until thread is assigned. This is very bad or not there. Does not support long-lived connection. Supports max servlet 3.x environment internally. To overcome all these problems, take the support of what? Spring Cloud API Gateway. Spring Cloud API Gateway. Yeah. Spring Cloud API Gateway is Spring Boot or Spring Boot Supply Direct API Gateway, which can be used as entry and exit point for all the requests and responses of what given to microservice of the project. Check it out. Front-end application, don't send requests directly to microservices, send through API Cloud Gateway. A1 request is given, A2 API gateway is trapping and taking request, applying common services, A3 talking to destination service, executing destination service, A5 result come, A6 that is given to client application. Next, B1, again request coming, that is again taken care by what? API gateway, come on. That is passed to whom, guys? Microservice. Executed the microservice. Result came. That result is again trapped by API gateway and generated result going to this one are not there. What is the difference between front controller component and API gateway? Front controller acts as entry and exit point within the web application. API gateway acts as what? Entry and exit point for all the microservices of the project. For all the microservices of the project. Are you getting my point there, my dear? Front controller is a servlet component that acts as what? Entry and exit point for all the request responses given to other components of web application or RESTful application. Dispatcher servlet, action servlet, faces servlet, and etc. Browser gives a request. Front controller traps and takes a request. It is passed to multiple components or not there. It is passed to multiple components or not there. Here the front controller is a special servlet that is acting as an entry and exit point or not there. API gateway is a microservice application or project that acts as entry and exit point for all other microservice application of microservice architecture project. Here project acts as what? Front controller. Here one microservice project acting as what? Front controller for other microservices are not there. Front controller for other microservices are not there, guys. This is my front end application. This is my API gateway. It itself project, guys, that is acting as entry and exit point for other microservices are not there. It is servlet entry and exit point for other component within a project. This is the my API gateway is what? Project acting as what? Entry and exit point for other microservices. Are very simple, ra. Security guard within a company is like front controller servlet. Within a company is a front controller, right? Aisa no na? Swiggy is a front controller for all the online food orders of restaurants. That itself application talking to what? Other organization applications are not there. Or where is this? That's one insurance company is there, na? Not LIC. Common platform to see the differences of all insurances. Echo, na? Echo. Echo website is there, na, boss? Thoda dunya dekho re. How many days you will live the life like a frog in the well? Right? Echo is one website. If you tell this is my insurance requirement, it will give quotation of LIC, Tata AIG, and ICICI Lombard, and Reliance something is there. So all insurance quotations will come or not there. Similarly, one more is there. Loan wala something is there. You have a loan requirement, and if you submit your profile, it will give quotation from different banks and non-banking sector organizations are not there. Why all this thing? You like traveling? You like traveling? Okay, there is a triago.com. Triago, na? Yeah, triago.com is there. That won't give rooms. But when you have a requirement, it will give room availability in different websites are not there. Booking.com, Oyo, and so many things are there. What are the other platforms? We have a lot of platforms. Yeah, so many. It will give quotation from different things are not there. Security guard within the application is what? Front controller. And a common platform application that talks with what? Multiple other platform to get the quotation is like what? API gateway. Both looks the same but different. One is a servlet, one is a project. One is a servlet, one is what? Project. Yeah. Spring Cloud API gateway advantages. We'll stuff advantages and implementation when we meet in what? Tomorrow session. Tomorrow we complete this and followed by this, what we do? Mini project implementation, adding all the facilities what we studied so far. And also keeping tables in association mapping. And involving VWord, entity classes separately. Many things I'm going to keep in mini project. Right? Tomorrow mini project starts and it will be over hopefully by Saturday. If not over, you have to come and support me on Monday also. Remaining all topics are common topics. Okay. Officially course is over, but still common topics will go on. No, those planning to go to hometown, pack the luggage and go, but attend common topics on weekends. Because I have to take in combination with 7 p.m. student. Right now they are in the last class of Spring Data JPA. So one by one I'll introduce. I'm just waiting them to enter into web application. Then I can teach all web application related common. I hope you enjoyed microservices, guys. API gateway used for, but not much idea on that. I hope now you got it, guys. So ribbon client is internally by all REST template web client fin client. No, Mukhtar, API gateway internal uses ribbon client for communication to communicate with the destination MS, right? When we are going to learn securities are this weekend or next weekend. This weekend Apache Kafka. Next weekend onward security starts. Okay, guys. Okay, this weekend plan is what? 9 to 11 common topic. Okay. Yeah, this is what 11 a.m. Spring Cloud Microservices. That's good. File upload. 719 1103. Cloud Microservices. Tell me now. Spring Cloud API Gateway. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a nice time.